think traditional marriage is a sacrament. It's talking about being informed by one's faith. It's at the core of the Catholic faith. We need to be stalwart supporters of traditional marriage. What's interesting is that 4 years ago, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton had the same view that I just expressed to you.
Yeah.
You know, it's thousands of years of culture and history is just being changed at warp speed. It's hard to fathom why it is this way.
Yeah, well, thousands of years of bigoted culture and history, of course. Joining us now is Paul Kengor, author of Takedown, professor at Grove City College and best-selling author. And his book, as I said, Takedown: From Communists to Progressives, How the Left Has Sabotaged Family and Marriage. And Paul, welcome. It's a very important topic, especially in light of what Bruce Jenner has done here. But let's stick to marriage right now. You know, how do we overcome this stigma? I mean, I hope that whoever the Republican candidate is, they stick to this. I really do. But when you even have people like Greg Gutfeld on Fox saying, you know, the heir apparent to O'Reilly saying, Republicans have to stop worrying about who we sleep with. And it's not about who you sleep with. No. It's about the sanctity of the family.
That's right. I mean, the family has long been understood as the nucleus of civilization, right? As the fundamental building block of the West, of civilization, of society, of culture itself. You know, it's funny, Steve, that the term one percenter, the one percenter would really describe the people who are same-sex marriage proponents. Not right now 1%. I mean, right now in the population, they're about 40%, but about 99% of all people who ever lived, whoever bestrode the planet, in all cultures and all societies, understood marriage as between a man and a woman. So the idea that suddenly people who have the view that marriage, natural, traditional, even biblical marriage, if you will, is between one man and one woman, I mean, that's been the standard for multi-millennia. And so progressives generally, people in the public at large, even people who don't consider themselves liberals and progressives who are pro-gay marriage, they don't realize here, you know, we're about to do something that's absolutely never, ever been done before. And even the ancient Greeks and Romans didn't do this. So you know, people like us are just stopping and saying, could we pause a little bit? Do we need to leap into this fundamental transformation of marriage and family? I mean, this isn't about being pro or anti-gay rights or who you sleep with. This is about marriage, what it means, and whether or not we even have the right to arrogate unto ourselves the right to redefine something as basic as the laws of nature and nature's God when it comes to marriage.
And you know, it was Sonia Sotomayor during a couple of cases ago, not the most recent one during the oral arguments, who asked, you know, where does it stop? And Samuel Alito asked a great question also, basically, you know, about where it stops. Once you open the door,
yes,
who then can't get quote-unquote married?
Well, that's it. I mean, if your standard becomes that consenting adults who love each other ought to have the right to get married, well, I warn liberals, okay, this or that fringe, wacky religious group that you don't like and that you despise and you make fun of, well, they're going to be coming to you in a few years and saying, you know, I as a guy in this religious cult, why can't I have 3 wives? They all want to marry me. I want to marry them. We're all consenting adults. We all love each other. And here too, Steve, I would especially warn liberals on this. Wait till the Muslim man, you know, 10, 20 years from now, coming forth citing Sharia law, Quranic law, says, I want the right to multiple wives, 4 or 5 women as wives. And liberals, when that happens, you won't like it. You'll scream.
Oh, no, I disagree with you, Paul. I think if that Muslim man came forward now, he'd find great support in the Democratic Party and among liberals.
well, they put it this way. They'd be afraid to say no.
Right, no, absolutely. Well, another issue.
But they will have allowed it to happen by smashing the boundaries.
Another issue. I think it was Samuel Alito who asked in the oral arguments this time around to one of the lawyers for the gay marriage side, what happens to church if we rule in your favor? What happens to churches? You know, who talk about the sanctity of marriage and traditional marriage. Are they going to be in trouble? Are they going to lose tax exempt status? And that lawyer said, good question, could happen.
Right. Yeah, there's no question about that. And really in my book, the one thing that I really focused on is that there's been about a 200-year process, 2 centuries, going back to early socialist utopians like Robert Owen, Charles Fourier, communists like Marx and Engels, Alexandra Kolante, they have all had their sights set on religion, God, family, and marriage. And this all goes together. What they're all hoping, what the far left has always wanted, in attacking marriage and attacking family, they also want to attack religion. And the irony here of all of this, and why it's so fascinating,
20
Steve,
seconds, Paul. Go ahead.
well, today you have communists today that are suddenly gung-ho for gay marriage because they see in this the final way that they can really smash and take down traditional religion
Absolutely.
as well as marriage and family.
Absolutely. Paul, great talking to you. The book is Takedown. We'll speak to you soon. Keep up the fight.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right, more of the Steve Malzberg Show right after this.